I'm a child-free woman in my early 30s, now entering my mid-30s, is because I literally wake up and do whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't ask permission. I don't tell anybody. I just go. I get up and go. This weekend, I was in LA and I said, you know what? I want to go to the Beyonce concert in Vegas. Day of, decided, hopped in my car, packed a bag, and left and drove. I didn't even have a hotel booked. I didn't have a concert ticket booked. I just knew I wanted to be in that city. And I live most of my life like this. I know it is very on the edge and spontaneous and could be considered risky and not responsible, but you know, being in my 30s feels like I'm still a kid. I live life as if I'm a big kid. I do things that I dream of on a regular basis. I like to feel like I'm crossing off things off my bucket list and nothing is holding me back, or like people aren't making me wait to do things when I want to do them right now. I've had friends that are mothers, and I'm not saying all mothers are like this, but from my experience, whenever I got close to friends that were mothers, they would like guilt me or like make me feel shame for not planning in advance, or like just treated me like I was irresponsible because I lived my life like, oh, I'm just gonna wake up and do it or figure out tomorrow, or like just go out on a whim. And I didn't like that feeling they gave me, and I'm no longer friends with those people. But this is just a video to share what life can look like and feel like and be like child-free in your 30s. No shame to mothers who dream of being a mother, or love being a mother, and that is the calling for them. But right now, this stage of my life, it's not my calling, and I'm totally happy and grateful that this is what my life looks like.
I just watched Maya on Melissa Ford podcast, and it's a clip on Twitter. I quoted it on my Twitter if you want to see it. I love listening to single and childless women who are more than 10 years older than me, 10 plus or more older than me, speak. I really feel like regardless of if they regret their choices or if they love their choices, what they say is always so insightful in a way that women with children and women who have been married, I'm not saying it's not insightful, but that's like what society tells us to do. That's like the game plan that is expected of most of us, right? So when you come across someone who went completely outside the box, completely out of pocket of, you know, societal expectations, what they say is always just like profound, even if it's very simple, even if it's just like I learned to love myself above everything else. It'd be so profound every time. And I don't know, that's just like really important to me. I love single childless women who are vibing. I love y'all so bad, because for me personally, it could go either way. I'm open to either option, but I'm not afraid of like, if I'm single and childless, like I'm not afraid of that outcome. And it's really in part to like listening to a lot of single childless women talk about their experiences on the internet, thank God for the internet, and be like, literally, I'm so happy. And I've also heard so many single childless women be like, I wish I had got married. I wish I had kids for these reasons. And that's another reason why I'm completely open to the option of getting married and having kids. Like, because I really do listen. Like, I'm really listening to you. I just love all of you guys so bad, and I want you to keep talking and telling us things. like I think single childless women should be put up here in our society. I'm not even lying.
One of the best things about being in your late 30s and not having a husband and not having children is that you are officially on the other side of the timeline. You are free. You are free from any social pressure or internally imposed pressure to do those things like get married and get pregnant and have kids on a certain socially acceptable time frame. It's like you stepped off the train of that timeline, and where you got off is just this realm where you get to enjoy all of your life experiences for what they are without thinking about if you're doing the right thing. So the relationship that I'm in right now with my boyfriend, I just get to enjoy it for what it is without putting pressure on it to be, you know, the long-term relationship of my life, to be a marriage. I just get to live in the moment. And if I have kids someday, great. If I don't have kids, also great, because the other cool thing about being in your late 30s is you have the maturity to realize that you are the one that is responsible for being happy in your own life. So I know, because I live in my own brain and I create my own experiences, that my life will be great no matter what, because I'm going to make it that way. That's the attitude I'm going to bring. And I can't tell you how free and happy and liberated I feel to have this mentality, which is in sharp contrast to, unfortunately, the mentality I had in my 20s and 30s, especially early 30s. That was a hard period where I felt like, holy shit, I'm really falling behind. And now I'm like, I'm not behind. I am just like off the train, relaxing, and it feels so good to live in the moment in my own life.
I am so over the whole, you're 30, you don't have kids yet, you're going to be so old after graduation. Duh. That's actually the point. Remember the days when you used to go to school and the parents be older? There was a distinct age difference between the kid, the parent, the child, the adult. It's okay, stink. That's actually the point.
I'm 42. I'm unmarried. I've never been married.
being child free and trying to date at 34 is dumb as fuck. Because why do all you motherfuckers have children with no ex-wives? You have children and you want more children, or you want children, and I'm child free. And I'm not dating these fucking children. I'm not dating anybody who's in their 20s. I'm not doing that. And don't come in the comments talking about some bullshit of, what if their kids are teenagers or they're grown? No. Because I don't want children. I don't want kids. I am child free. And damn sure if their kids are in their 20s, it's like the man is older and their kids are in their 20s. And that's opening the door for grandchildren. I don't want to be around them. Unless it's your nephews and nieces and my nephews and nieces, I don't want to be around kids. But dating in your 30s is dumb as fuck.
One of the lessons I'm learning is setting boundaries with my time, specifically when talking with people on the phone or whatever, because I realize I have spent so much time with people who talk about nothing of importance, and that's not who I want to be, right? Like, not that these things aren't bad, but they're just not of importance, and my time could be used better elsewhere. For example, I realized I got off the phone with somebody I know, and we spent an hour and a half talking about their kid. It's not that I don't care to hear about their child, but I don't need to donate an hour and a half of my time toward that. So this is a lesson I'm learning, and so I hope that you can do that too, especially as single women.
You forgetting when you're a single woman with no kids, the ball is always in your court. Stop going around being desperate and chasing men. You are the prize. You are single. You have no kids. What is not clicking?
Being single and childless is actually one of the biggest gifts you can have for your life. You can go anywhere you want. It might not be easy. One of the biggest lies we're fed is the good job, you can't leave, benefits, all of those things. So you're falling into the trap of consumer America. How sad would it be to reach your deathbed and you never did any of the stuff you said you were because you had a really good job? And they kept you in that cubicle for your entire life. A cubicle. Now, I understand not everybody has dreams, but if you do, and you're single and you're childless, and you want to move to Vermont, and you're not because why? You're scared and you have bills. Guess what? Bills exist over there too, babe. You can do it. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to little you. You owe it to future you. Just make the move. Just live out your dream, no matter how hard or scary it is.
I swear, anytime I post something about being single, child-free, and enjoying it, people get their panties in a bunch. Like, we're in a time that women ages 30 to 39, 50% of us don't have kids. That's who my content's for. I talk about all of the simple luxuries I have because I don't have kids and I don't have a husband. It's because I think it's a flex that I have little responsibilities. There's a reason the vacation market is strong, because you go on vacation to escape your responsibilities. Adding a kid to your life complicates everything. It tests your marriage, tests your patience, tests your morals, tests literally everything. Your planning skills. So I'm not coming on here to bash people that have kids. I'm really happy they have kids. Like when my sister told me she was pregnant, I cried. I was so happy for her because that's what she wanted. I don't want that kind of life. So my content's for the other people that don't want that kind of life too. I'm sure kids are great and fulfilling, but I don't want that. I don't relate to that. I don't relate to that kind of content. So if you don't relate to being single and childless, I'm probably not your girl. And that's okay.